Hello students, now in this video we will discuss about the various elements of staffing, that is recruitment, selection and training. So let us discuss about the recruitment. Now recruitment is nothing is simply is searching for the prospective employees, stimulating them to apply for the job. जैसा हमने बोला था रिक्रूटमेंट का पिछली वीडियो हमने पढ़ा था कि रिक्रूटमेंट का मतलब होता है भर्ती करना, और भर्ती करने का मतलब होता है जस्ट टू स्टिमुलेट द पीपल टू अप्लाई फॉर द जॉब्स, टू अप्लाई फॉर द पर्टिकुलर जॉब्स. सो द एम्प्लॉयज और द पीपल हु विल अप्लाई फॉर दिस जॉब, they are the candidates from whom we will make the selection or not selection, and other we will follow the other steps of selection. Now let us discuss the recruitment. So recruitment is given here that refers to the process of finding possible candidates for the job. So recruitment का मतलब होता है भर्ती करना, ठीक है, और भर्ती के लिए एप्लीकेशन निकालना जिसमें जो पॉसिबल कैंडिडेट्स होते हैं, जो कैंडिडेट्स वर्क के लायक होते हैं या जॉब के लायक होते हैं, वो लोग उसमें अप्लाई करते हैं. सो इट रेफर द प्रोसेस ऑफ फाइंडिंग पीपल कैंडिडेट्स फॉर द जॉब, एंड इट एज आई टोल्ड यू ऑलरेडी दैट इट इज अ पॉजिटिव process because no employee or no applicant is neglected in the first process of recruitment. All the application will be selected for the further you can say that for the further inspection or for the interrogation of the applications. Now let's move further. That the recruitment are done on the basis of two sources. Okay, one is external sources and next one is internal sources. So internal sources, see, the first thing that you have to keep in mind that there are two type of job positions in the organization. One is horizontal and one is vertical. Vertical means from superior to subordinates, and horizontal means at the same level, which example you can say sales manager, production manager, or finance manager. They are the positions which are which lies in the horizontal position, and you can say manager, assistant manager, then his subordinates, these positions lie in the vertical level. So we can fill this position by two kind of sources. One is internal sources and external sources. Okay, now what are internal sources and what are external sources? Let's discuss this further. So first source is internal sources. So internal sources refers that to fill up the position internally from within the organization. Okay, it means जो workers या जो employees already काम कर रहे हैं उन्हीं को higher positions पे या फिर transfer horizontally उनको transfer करना to fulfill the vacancies which arise in the organization is known as internal source of recruitment. It means to fill up the position from within the organization. It is known as internal sources, and there are two type of internal sources which follow in the organization. One is transfers and other one is promotions. Okay, so what is transfer? Transfer means shifting an employee from one job to another. For example, suppose a person who is working in a finance department और उसको हमने ट्रांसफ़र करके कर दिया marketing department or sales department में. So his job is not changed, his position is not changed, his position is not changed, and his pay, his responsibilities, they will remain the same, but his job is changed. First he was working in the marketing department, finance department, and now he is working in a marketing department. So it is a transfer of it is a horizontally transfer of the person from one job to another, or horizontally shifting of an employee from one job to another. So that is transfer. Feature of transfers is not given in NCERT. We will discuss all together. So next one is promotion. So promotion is just shifting on employee from lower position to higher position. So हमने बात की थी कि horizontal positions होती हैं jobs की और vertical positions होती है. So transfer is a horizontal shifting of the employee, and promotion is a vertical shifting of employee from lower position to higher position. And whenever the promotion is done in any organization, a chain of promotion is started. For example, suppose if there is a vacancy of assistant manager, so the person who is the subordinate of assistant manager will become the assistant manager. Now the position of the same subordinate will be carried up by the another subordinate. So it starts a chain of promotions. So these two are the sources of internal sources of recruitment, that is transfer and promotion. So now let's discuss in elaborate way that internal sources of transfer. We already know the transfer of shifting from one department to another, or one shift to another, or one job to another. And so examples given here that the transfer of clerk from Union Bank one place and one branch to another branch. So it is a change of job, but it is equal. Okay, the job position, the position, the responsibility, they are equal. And next one is promotion. Promotion example is given, the promotion of clerk to the post of an accountant, or LD clerk to UD clerk. So from the lower job to higher job. So that is promotion. Now, what are the advantages of internal source of recruitment? So, the first thing is sense of security. It means the employee will get the sense of security in that employee will be satisfied that okay, we will get the time bound promotion. It happens in the many organization. And next one is loyalty among employees, because they are already known to each other, they are already working together for so many years, so it will increase the loyalty. And it motivates the employee because they know that they will get the promotion for in the future or something like that. These points are quite different. It is economical because they are the cheap sources. They don't the organization don't have to spend so much of money on training and on recruitment, etc. And continuity of employment, okay, because when he is transferred to someone, or when he is promoted to some other job, the working will be continued, and they will work properly. So these points are added actually by me. And this is better employee and employee relationship because they are already known to each other. And surplus and shortage rectified. जिस डिपार्टमेंट में surplus है और जिस डिपार्टमेंट shortage है, they can be balanced because through internal requirement that overstaffed can be, or the people from overstaffed department can be moved to the understaffed department. So surplus and shortage rectified. And a tool of training for the future managers. And why is that? Because when you transfer some person to one place to another, or sorry, one job to another, so he will get training for different jobs, and this is one kind of training which prepare the future manager, and which will increase their pay, and which can also make them ready for the future. Now, advantage internal source of recruitment based on your NCERT. It is an economical sources. It is a cheap sources if you compare it with the external source of recruitment, because in this sources you don't have to spend money on training, you don't have to spend the money on tests and interviews, you don't have to spend so much of time on recruitment process. Next one is it motivates employee, because see, it motivates employees to improve the performance, because the promotions are done on the basis of informations only. And next one is it simplifies the process of selection and placement. And why is that? Because the candidates are already known to organization, so they know it very well that how the person will perform, and what is the training of the person, and how capable the person is. Better performance of employees, because to get promotion he will perform better. So yes, it's quite simple. And adjustment of surplus staff, I already discussed that if any department is overstaffed, and so overstaff problem can be solved by transfer, or by transfer to another department. No need of induction training. Induction training means orientation or introduction to the employees and working conditions. So there is no need of induction training because he is already known to the organization, and he knows each and every part of organization very well. And automated training is nothing. It's just because when the employee get training in the various form of job rotation, and it happens mainly in transfers. Now, if there are some advantages, there are also some kind of disadvantages. And what are they? First one is preventing capable person from outside. So these are the points you just look. Preventing capable person from outside. Employee become lethargic. Limited number of qualified hands. No spirit of competition. No suitable for the post requiring innovation. Favoritism and partiality. Reduction in productivity. So these are the slides added by me. Now we will discuss it. What are the disadvantages of internal source of recruitment? The first thing is it is an incomplete source of recruitment, because the existing staff may be insufficient for many job positions. Okay, so it become incomplete, or you cannot fill each and every vacancies through internal sources. Yes. And next one is reduced productivity. See, when you take a transfer as an internal sources, okay, when you choose the transfer as an internal sources, it may reduce the productivity of the employees, because frequent transfer, suppose the one person he was transferred to the finance department, and after some months he will transfer to the he has been transferred to the marketing department. So जिस टाइम मतलब जिस वक्त तक वो फिनेंस डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में ढंग से नहीं सीख सका, उसका ट्रांसफ़र हो जाता है, देन he will be not able to understand about the working of the departments and conditions. So it will definitely reduce the productivity of the person. So it happens because of transfers, and it become one of the disadvantage of internal sources. Next one is hindrance for the induction of fresh talent. So Internal sources stops infusion of new blood, which is really not good for the organization, because new blood or means new employees or the fresh talent, they are motivated, they are confident, and they can work better. But so if you are only choosing internal sources, it stops induction of fresh talents and new blood. And next one is the internal sources are not suitable for new enterprise because they are new and they cannot go for the internal source of recruitment, and it becomes one of the disadvantage. And next one is lack of competition among employees. Yes, the employees will be only feel competitive, only feel motivated when somebody outsider he join the organization, or he will come, or he join the department, and the spirit of competition will be there if some new talent will be there. But in internal sources, the employees are known to each other, they know the habits of each other, so the lack of competition is prevailing while you are choosing internal source of recruitment. Next kind of sources is external source of recruitment. Now external source refers to the recruiting employees from outside the organization, that is external source of recruitment. Yes, so there are some external sources of recruitment are direct recruitment, casual callers, media advertising, employment exchange, placement agencies, management consultants, campus recruitment, recommendation from existing employees, web publishing. These are some source of external recruitments, and let's discuss it. Elaborate it. First one is direct recruitment. Direct recruitment का मतलब होता है सीधी भर्ती, and this there is no kind of any kind of hard test or something like that. On the spot selection of employees on the basis of the notice. Okay, किसी कंपनी नोटिस लगा दिया कि we need skilled और unskilled workers and we will select on the spot, उसको बोलते हैं हम डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट, एंड दैट इज सीधी भर्ती. इसके बाद में कैजुअल कॉलर्स फॉर द वेटिंग लिस्ट. नाउ व्हाट इज कैजुअल कॉलर्स? बहुत सारी कंपनीज में ऐसा होता है कि जब बहुत सारी एप्लीकेशंस आती है तो आफ्टर सिलेक्शन द कंपनी और द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यूज टू कीप द एप्लीकेशंस फॉर द फर्दर यूज, एंड वेन एवर द वैकेंसीज अराइज दे विल कॉल द एप्लीकेशंस एंड दे विल आस्क फॉर द ज्वाइनिंग और दे विल आस्क फॉर द recruitment, or for they offer the job position. So this is known as casual callers. So searching from employees from waiting list to casual applicants. इसके बाद में होता है एडवर्टीजमेंट. नाउ व्हाट एडवर्टीजमेंट? आई थिंक आप लोगों ने बहुत सारे एडवर्टीजमेंट देखे होंगे. एग्जाम्पल इज गिवन हियर दैट इन एक्सेंट और इन न्यूज़पेपर्स और in TV it's given here that career opportunity, senior accountant, junior accountant with all qualifications given over here. So it is an effective means of search potential employees because this you will get the wider choice through advertisement and through external sources. Next one is employment exchange. Now employment exchange is the program which is done by the government in which you can fill your applications, and whenever the job position will arise you will get notification and you will be selected for an interview or something like that. Next one is placement agencies and personal contacts, and this is nothing, this act as a bridge between job seeker and job givers. Okay, so the placement agencies or consultants, they can conduct your interview with the companies and they can help you to find out the better job. Next one is campus interviews. Campus interviews शायद हम देखा होंगे whenever the many companies and many organizations visit to the campus or the institutions, college institutions, to select the students for their future jobs. So there are campus interviews. And next one is recommendation for present employees. सिफारिश हैं, जो ऑलरेडी एम्प्लॉय काम कर रहे हैं उनकी सिफारिश पे जब उनके किसी रिलेटिव या फ्रेंड या किसी पर्सन को सेलेक्ट किया जाता है, दैट इज नॉन एज रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ प्रेजेंट एम्प्लॉयज. एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स. नाउ लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट सोर्स टू रिक्रूट द लेबर. सपोज इफ यू नीड 100 laborers or 200 laborers, then it is not possible for the organization to select or to start the selection of a single labor from one by one, because it will take time and it will also consume so much of money and efforts. So in this case you will contact the contractors who will provide you the laborers on the basis of some commission and on some wages or any kind of compensation. So this is also one of the important source of external recruitment. And next one is labor union. Labor union is just like labor contractors. And the last but not least is web publishing. Now web publishing, I think you heard about the Naukri.com or Monster.com. When you will visit this web and this kind of sites, you will get so many jobs or so many job positions based on your qualifications and based on your studies. You can find out and you can fill the applications, and possibly you can get the call from the organization. So that are the sources for external source of recruitment. Yes, now here's given here. We have already discussed this thing. You can go through NCERT, and it is given in you can go for go for it briefly and elaborate. You can elaborate it, but please go through your NCERT so you can understand each and every point clearly, and yeah, so you can understand each and every point clearly. So these are the various source of external recruitment. Now let's move to some advantages of external source of recruitment. The first is you can get wide choice. Yes, if you see internal source of recruitment, you won't get any kind of wide choice, because you will get only few choices, because you have to fulfill from internal sources. But in external source, you get wide choice through advertisement. You can get the choice from all over the country, and you get so many employees. You get so many employees who are skilled and who are qualified for your job. So wider choice is one of the advantage of that. Next one is infusion of new blood. Yes, the fresh talent will be introduced in the organization. The new spirit, the new confidence will be introduced in the organization, which is beneficial for that. Spirit of competition. Yes, spirit of competition is declined due to the internal sources, and it will be definitely increased through external source of recruitment. And you will get qualified and experienced person, because see, if you talk about internal sources, you will get only few choices, but if you talk about the external sources, you will get the choices from all over the country. So there are the possibilities that you will get some qualified and experienced people for the particular or for the specific job. So these are the advantages: wider choice, fresh talent, competitive spirit, and infusion of new blood, whatever we have discussed. Now next one is, what are the various disadvantages? So first thing is frustration among existing employees, dissatisfaction among existing employees, because they will think that if the job position could be filled with the internal sources, why they have chosen the external sources, why the new person is introduced in the organization. So it will lead to the frustration, or it will lead to dissatisfaction among the employees. And next one is time consuming. Yes, the external source of recruitment is a very time consuming, because you have to conduct so many tests, you have to conduct so many process, so many steps. So it will also lead to the time consumption, and also it is very costly. Yes, we already discussed costly. And next one is uncertainty. Uncertainty means you will get that it is not certain that you will get the particular person or not. Okay, so that's why the point of uncertainty is given over here. So these are disadvantages as per SEO NCERT. Dissatisfaction among existing employees. It's a costly process, it's a lengthy process, and this is all about the external source of recruitment. And this table is given the difference between internal source and external sources. You just go through your NCERT, and then you will know that what are the various differences in that. Now the next topic is selection. We will discuss this topic in the next video. So please go through your NCERT book and learn about the recruitment and various source of recruitment. This is quite important point. So in next video we'll discuss about the process of selection.